How do electric eels produce electricity? If a human was able to harness the power of electricity, they would be called superhuman or have superpowers. But electric eels actually can do this within their biology. But how? Well, these fascinating creatures have something called electric organs. These organs are filled with thousands of cells called electrocytes. These cells act like tiny biological batteries. When the eel's brain sends a signal to these cells, such as saying I want to stun my prey or I need to defend myself, all the electrocytes fire at the same time. Each of them produce a small amount of electricity. However, when they're combined, these signals can add up to a massive jolt, sometimes as much as 600 volts. For reference, 600 volts is enough to power most air conditioners. Electric eels don't only just produce electricity, they can actually control it. These eels can send out two main kinds of signals. First one being low voltage pulses. These are gentle signals used for them to navigate, sensing objects, and possibly communication. However, the second one is high voltage pulses. These are strong shocks used for catching prey or defending themselves. Detect their prey, as when they emit this high voltage, it causes any nearby animals to twitch, and this is how the eel can visualize their prey and strike. And when they're attacking their prey, they actually curl around the fish, just sort of like an anaconda or pythons. And the eel wraps around its prey and lines up its head and tail on either side. This increases the electric power flowing through the prey as it repeatedly sends out multiple shock waves. But this isn't the eel's only move. They actually have a very dramatic yet threatening way to defend themselves, and they've actually done this against humans. And if you'd like to know what that is, go to bearsciences.com. We have the whole story and information there in our short and free article. Even though this is all fascinating, why haven't humans evolved to have the ability to produce electricity? How come eels get that and we don't? Well, scientists believe electric eels first evolved electric organs for navigating dark and muddy water. And this eventually evolved for self-defense and catching prey, and then they evolved their other strategies such as curling. But even though it seems we have all the answers, we don't, and the scientists list a bunch of questions that are still left to be unanswered. And if you'd like to see what those are and other information about how eels produce electricity and the science behind it, make sure to read our full article on our website www.bearsciences.com. And if you're curious about what other animals can do with electricity, or want to stay up to date with anything to do with animals or science, make sure to subscribe to our free newsletter, where you'll stay updated with all our latest articles. And if you'd like to receive early access to these and get your question answered through one of our articles to see the science behind it, you can become a member for the small price of $2.99 per month, where you get the previously mentioned benefits and many other exclusive perks. But comment down below, do you know if there's any more animals that have electrical powers? And if so, how does it compare to the 600 volts from the electric eel? But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to stay updated to all our latest videos. And in the future, we're going to have some documentaries coming out very soon.